Hi friends, it's Miss Kristy here with Kids Church again today. Now, I don't know about you guys, but with this quarantine and having to be stuck inside and not being able to go out and do as much, it makes rainy days a little bit harder because personally, I like to go outside and get a breath of fresh air. So this week, since it's rained so many times, it's got me thinking about rain and troubles in our lives. So I'm going to read from James chapter 1. We're going to start at verse 2 and go through verse 4 today. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness, and let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. You know, this week has been hard. You guys know that I work with little kids, and we like to go outside. The little kids love going outside and playing on the playground. But we haven't been able to do that this week. And so then I got to thinking about it. You know what? It's a lot like it is in life. So I've got here my bucket. Maybe I'll put some shaving cream in it. There we go. And this is going to be like the clouds. The clouds in our life, not just the rain clouds, but the rain clouds reminded me of it. And remember, what we've been doing is thinking about how everyday things can remind us of the things of God. Now, let's say, okay, there's troubles coming into your life. You can't go outside. You can't see your friends. What about the fact that, we have to wear masks? That's no fun. And school is going to have to be partially, if not all the way, online. Those things give us trouble. Now, God says, he tells us through the writer Paul in Corinthians, that he will not give us more than we can handle. Well, you go, but this is a bit much. I can't handle this. There's too much going on. Well, yeah, that's right. But what does God also promise us? He promises that he will always be with us. He tells us that he will never leave us or forsake us. And since this straw is not working real well, we are going to do some dropping of it this way. So maybe we get a little more poured on. Man, this is so tough. I can't handle much more. Well, we're still getting more. There's still more being poured on. Oh, gotta wear masks again. Really? Can't see my friends again? I can only see all my friends at school on Zoom or on Google Classroom. Now see, it's getting to be too much. And you can see what's happening down here. What's happening in our lives when it gets to be too much. We can't hold it anymore. Just like the rain clouds, which is represented by the shaving cream, can only hold so much water, our lives can only hold so much. Now, God tells us he's not going to give us more than we can handle. Well, why is he still pouring it on? We can't handle anymore. Well, that's because this water in here represents Jesus and the Holy Spirit and God, the Trinity. It represents how he will take that from us and he'll deal with it for us. So even when we feel like, I can't handle anymore, there's too much being poured on, not one more thing, not one more positive case, not one more thing that I can't do, not one more change in my schedule, in my plans, not one more sport that I can't do. But instead, when we get there, we get to those things, God says, I know what you can handle. And it's okay. You can handle this because you can give it to me. And we can let all of our problems go through. And even though it feels like a rain cloud and it feels tough, when we let Jesus have him, we can pour more on. And it's okay because he will be with us. So this rain this week has also made me think about the garden. Well, the rain is rough for me. It's good for my garden. You know, I think we picked probably 12 tomatoes yesterday for my garden. Nice, big, juicy tomatoes. And there's more that are getting ready to be picked. And my vines are growing really big. And I'm getting cucumbers and cantaloupe. And my garden keeps growing because it's getting the rain. And that's just like in our lives. When we get it, something beautiful comes out of it. Now, I wonder if Billy's here today. Billy, are you around today? Billy?
Hi.
Billy, you scared me. I thought you were going to be somewhere else.
Yep.
Just had to throw me off, didn't you?
I sure did.
Well, guess what? That's okay. Because we know that you have a special verse for us today, right?
Yep. Are you ready for it?
I am very ready for it, and I think our friends are ready for it too.
Okay, guys. Our verse for today is James chapter 1, verse 2. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds.
Oh, sometimes that's kind of hard to do.
Yep.
Count it all joy. Well, you know what? I just have to keep remembering that God's going to take the problems that I have and he's going to make them beautiful. So that makes it joy.
Yep.
We just have to be willing to look for what God's going to do with our situation.
Yep.
So you think we could say it together?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
James chapter 1, verse 2. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. That's right, because you know what? Those trials, they're going to help us to grow and help us to grow closer to God and to depend more on him. So thank you so much for our verse today, Billy. I really appreciate you giving us that verse. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little joyful today. Just a little bit more because I'm remembering that God takes the things that we feel are difficult and tough and not good, and he makes them into something beautiful. Isn't that great, Billy?
Yep.
All righty. Thanks for coming today, Billy. And thank you all my friends for joining me. We love you. We'll see you soon.